you know, ever since Labour come to power in July, we've all felt under the cosh in one way or another, haven't we? We've all different societies, we all come from different backgrounds, and we're all affected by the decisions in that place. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me. Well, it feels almost like we're under attack. And I want to show you two specific clips really, which, you know, go to support what I'm saying. It feels like we're taxed. It feels like we're hemmed in. It feels like the cost of living's going up here and feel ever more restricted. What I want to show you is something that Kemi Bandenoch come out with in Prime Minister's questions earlier. Check this out.
Everything he has done is attack people. The budget was an attack on farmers, an attack on workers, an attack on pensioners, an attack on the young, and an attack on thousands of charities and businesses across the country. The whole system is broken, Mr. Speaker, and he is making things worse. He is making things worse. Everyone is unhappy. Isn't it a good thing that the Chancellor is an expert at customer complaints?
I think she summed the whole affair up very nicely, didn't she? Now, the big problem with Kemi Bandenoch, she has the same issue as the guy across the other side of the dispatch box, Keir Starmer. They're one of them. You know, we're no better off with either side. That's most of the problem. And where we get this petition and all the excitement around that, if we had a general election tomorrow, of course, we would end up with one of these two idiots ruling the country forevermore, and that we can do without for sure. But, you know, she does summarise everything, and I think that, you know, we're going to get more of this until that red bloke shifted. Now, what really worries me is our ability to stand up and say stop, our ability to stand up and say we don't like what's going on. Now, there was another MP stood up and he queried the Prime Minister about introducing laws to prohibit the desecration of religious texts. One particular demographic sprung to mind in particular. Have a look at this.
Will the Prime Minister commit to introducing measures to prohibit the desecration of all religious texts and the prophets of the Abrahamic religions?
Can I agree with him that desecration is awful and I think should be condemned across the House? We are, as I said before, Mr. Speaker, committed to tackling all forms of hatred and division, including, of course, Islamophobia in all of its forms. Thank you.
Now, the scary and quite worrisome thing there is that Starmer pretty much supported that idea. He didn't say it directly, but you could see he did support that idea. And these are two very worrying things, aren't they? The amount of areas where we are under the cosh and the fact that we might not be able to say anything about them. You know, you start with blasphemy rules. Where does it go? Does it go criticising the government, criticising Starmer? You know, criticising the opposition, criticising, are we to be paid? Some very, very horrible things are starting to fall into place in the House of Commons. And I, for one, think, you know, we should be patient. We should be patiently just doing our thing and hoping and praying that the opportunity comes along where we can rid ourselves of this terror, you know, given the next legal and peaceful opportunity. But at the moment, it doesn't bode well. And I can't blame a lot of people who used to support these two parties turning and saying enough. I certainly have, and I did a long time ago. Let me know what you think in the comments. Watch these videos, and I look forward to talking to you soon.